Circuit.
Welcome to another episode of the Unicorn Circuit,
We're
your
back.
weekly dose of hard-hitting automotive
Motoring.
journalism.
Yep, that. And news. And all these amazing sections that we know you've missed because we haven't made an episode for like 2 weeks. It's been a long time.
It's actually been, I just had a look, it's been a couple of months.
We've got car news, we've got is that even legal? We've got conspiracy hat cat.
We're opening your package.
News. We're opening your packages. We're going to eat some weird food, I hope, with some Starvo.
And just hang with us.
It's going to be the quickest
Hang with us.
episode that we've ever done, ever in the history of the Unicorn
It's going to be
Circuit.
epic. Before we start, Unicorn Circuit, I know there's 38 people of you out there that are watching now at least.
They dropped off. There's like 33. Because some guy was like, you haven't posted for too long, I'm gone.
No, he's not legit though, so don't worry about him. We have spent the last 2 years writing a book.
A tome.
It's an encyclopedia. This is the Cars of Mighty Car Mods Ultimate Edition. Now, originally, this one here came out.
It looks so little.
And this one,
It looks
to give
so
you an
little.
idea of size, that is the difference. So the new one is like 256 pages. It's absolutely huge. It actually sold out already, but we have pre-orders for Unicorn Circuit people. What do you get? We're going to sign it for you all. We have been signing them, but eventually they probably won't be signable. This here is a huge art book of all of our favourite projects. All the original artwork was done by an absolutely legendary Mighty Car Mods
Pretty
fan.
much every car we've ever either owned or Mighty Car Mods or worked on or even driven in some of the times we went overseas and had some cool experiences driving stuff. Cars were built, well-known stuff, not so well-known stuff, and there's even a section of particularly well-known stuff.
So I can't even open this section because this whole back part of the section here is off-screen cars, dailies, weekend toys. It's all in there. We were offered a book deal. We said, no, thank you. We're going to do it ourselves. So,
And it's completely revised, so there's some stuff in here as well. We've built on anything that's changed along the way and added all the cars since, and there's actually quite a lot. It's like double the size.
It's huge. Over 256 pages, I think,
Really proud
compared
of
to
it.
120.
It's
Super proud of it.
So
If you'd
good.
like to get one, we ship them anywhere in the world, and it does support us directly. It's not sending like 95% of the money to a publisher or a label like a lot of people when they do book deals and stuff. We did it independently. We paid for it all ourselves.
And we've
really
fought,
awesome if you support us.
We've fought
so
for
thank
the
you.
best possible shipping that we can possibly get. We are in Australia. The books are in Australia, in our hands. We're sending them out with the help of some mates ourselves. So shipping, depending where you live in the world, can be high, low, blah. Have a look on the site. And yeah, we've tried to hook that up. So we're not making any money off shipping or anything like that. It's just whatever it costs to get it to your door.
But they will go, and this is your chance to secure one as a Unicorn Circuit viewer, and we will be shipping these in a few weeks once they arrive. It is a pre-order. Grab it, secure your copy, we'll autograph it for you, we'll send it to your door. It helps support the show. Martin, we got a huge show.
So much news.
I don't know if I should talk about this.
Talk about it.
Should I?
If someone's gone this long, we should talk about it. Yeah.
Martin, so I don't know if you can see on camera
bit of
there.
a sheen.
Can you see how
We'll
there's
get
a
a
little bit of
close-up of it
something
later.
on this book? So we came into the Unicorn couch, and Marty's like, "Did you spill a drink or spill some food or
looks like
something?"
some sauce
There was a lot of sauce
Liquid.
sprayed around the room.
on the table that we have here
and
on
I was
the
like,
ground.
maybe someone has spilled a lemonade
Yeah, maybe
or a stir fry?
lent the keys out to someone and they spilt their dinner.
Yep, could be. So I did what any rational person would do and licked it, assuming that it would taste like lemonade. It was the most acrid, complex tasting,
Acidic,
rusty,
battery.
buttholey, weirdy kind of taste. And I was like, ugh, what is that? And then we realised that up there,
There's like a ceiling
there's a
tile.
panel missing. And we heard a little scratching around in the roof, so we got the pest guy to come out. It turns out that some marsupial has kind of a gland in its sphincter.
It's not wee necessarily.
No.
It's spray.
It sprayed its ass juice
Pheromones
out
and
over
stuff.
our couch to try and mark its territory.
It was designed to
I
attract
licked
another
it.
marsupial, and it attracted that marsupial.
It was
With his tongue.
disgusting. And so when the pest guy came, I said, do they spray a kind of a thick, gooey kind of honey stuff out the butthole, or that's how they mark their territory? And I went, oh, I licked it. You and what? And I went, because I thought it might be a drink. And fair question. He's like, why would you drink it? Why would you lick it if it was a
don't
drink?
know.
Because I wanted to know.
Can we talk
It
about cars?
appears
It's
I
making me
licked
feel
the
gross.
anal secretion of a marsupial.
Next on that, let's do the news.
It's a big week of news, people.
Huge.
It's been a big couple of weeks. And next
Huge.
year's going to be a big year of cars. We got the Nissan Z coming out. We got the Mark 8 Golf R coming out. There's the new WRX coming out. And what I want to speak about is the new WRX Sport Wagon. They finally got rid of Le Vogue.
Le Vogue.
Which is the Vogue in French.
Which is a weird invented...
What's a Vogue?
It was a weird invented name, actually. Le Vogue was like an invented thing. I don't know why. I remember reading about why they called it this, but it was like supposed to... A Vogue.
A Vogue is a virtual organisation. What does Vogue mean? So it's the virtual
You're better off typing in
organisation.
what does Le Vogue mean.
No,
but anyway, so Subaru basically got like a WRX and put a big boot on it, and instead of calling it a wagon, they decided to just call it a Le Vogue. And then they still had a hatch and a sedan and whatever
Anyway,
else. But,
it's going to be 2.4 litre, it's going to be turbo, but it's going to be CVT only.
and direct injection, which brings it sort of more up to date versus the old.
Which does mean that it should respond well to flash tuning, which I gather will come at some point soon for those. Anyway, so that is coming out, as you probably know, but it turns out that old school people that are into their EJs and their Liberties and stuff like that, they're not as into them.
No.
In case you're wondering.
Not really,
You
not
don't
yet.
care?
But that'll all
No.
change, because guess what? If you want to buy a new Subaru, that's what you're going to be buying. They're using the same engine throughout the whole range. Well, the same architecture anyway. It saves them money and probably saves you money too if you want to buy one. And all the current Subarus are just Subarus of now, and Subarus of the past were just the Subarus of now that was then. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like even in 2015, I don't like the 2015 because it's got a different engine and I don't like it. Well, now you're going, oh man, I love the 2015. That one had feel.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't think that at the time.
No, you didn't.
Did ya?
You didn't.
Speaking of cars that have no feel, that's a disclaimer. I have no idea if these cars have feel because I haven't driven them, and I'm going to pretend that I know about it when I haven't
is it,
driven them.
Martin? What
But
do you
what
got?
I am going to talk about is Hyundais.
Why?
Exactly.
Why would you do
Why are
that?
we talking about Hyundais and Kias, people? Because they're stuck. Why are you
What?
shaking your head?
I wasn't.
I saw you.
I did.
In my peripheral.
I'm listening. I'm trying to work out where this is going to go. In your perineum.
Perennial vision. Is that right?
Perennium vision.
In my Perennium vision, I can see him nodding
looks
about
like this.
Hyundais and Kias.
It smells really bad.
Because the thing is, like, we are of the generation where Hyundais were driving around with the engines falling out of them, and Hyundai Excels were like the cheapest thing on the road that you could buy. And they
Hyundai accent was worse.
Well, they
like
didn't have-
Excels are now kind of cool, but
they
accents.
didn't have good reputations, and people would turn them into like average show cars and stuff like that. So they got, compared to an Evo 6, then your Hyundai Excel, like this is the kind of era we're talking about.
In other
but
news,
things
the Taycan-
don't do that.
Oh, sorry, you're still
I'm
going.
getting to the point,
Okay,
man,
good.
and I've
Are
got
we?
photos and everything.
Okay.
Okay, I've done my research. I am a
The
journalist.
point, Martin.
The point is that Hyundai reckons that petrol and EV is going to cost the same by the end of this decade, and you can just choose between and go, I want petrol or not. They're sort of tripping
we
to think
should.
that by the end of the decade, in 9 years, that the infrastructure won't be there, that people are buying electric anyway. But the reason that I noticed was you see some of the photos of these cars that are doing like pre-orders and stuff, and they're sold out in hours. So Hyundai went, here's an iconic 5. Look at it, like that. I don't think that's as ugly as a Hyundai Excel.
That looks like a lowered. What's the Audi SUV QS3
Yes.
RSQ?
Yeah, it does
what's
a
it
bit.
called? Looks like a lowered one.
It's got the sharp lines and stuff, but I mean, there it is plugged in. But the one I'm a bit more interested in, so that's an electric one. This next one isn't. But check this
Next.
out. This is, I can't believe I'm saying this, this is a people mover that doesn't look shit.
That looks good. Is that a Toyota?
That's a Hyundai Staria, dude.
Oh, a Staria.
Staria, I
Not
don't
a
know.
Starion.
But that's the thing. I think these are even out now, but I mean, like, that is a people mover. And look at the inside. I don't like brown anything, but look at that.
No, that looks good.
Like, that looks like a big, comfy... Like, we've driven some of this kind of things around Japan, big people mover things. And
That
whatever.
said, there's a reputational issue potentially with Hyundai in Australia, but when I was in South Korea,
Yeah.
Hyundai's everywhere.
That's it, man.
They had I saw something called a Hyundai Universe, and
yeah?
it was like a bus, like a huge bus.
Yeah.
And it's a universe because it's big.
Australia is a tiny market. I know we've got people around the world watching this, but Australia, where we live, is the tiniest market. Half of these manufacturers don't even
They're
really
not going to
care.
send here because Australia.
They don't
If
care.
you want it here, we've got ADRs and you need to do this, and they go, oh.
Well, no, before
Bye.
they
We're
wave,
not
they
sending
go,
it then.
how many are we going to sell? Oh, we've got 97 orders confirmed. And they go, oh, America's got 90,000 confirmed, so
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we'll send it there, or South Korea, wherever else. So
Is that an electric car, that thing?
this
That van thing?
I don't know. I mean, eventually they all will be. They probably have
looks like it.
interchangeable driveline. I'm pretty sure you can buy stuff that looks like this now.
Yeah.
So there'll be petrol, but yeah, electric's in the future.
Here is a crazy thing while we're still speaking about electric cars. Porsche Taycan, which is like their electric car, has now officially outsold the Porsche 911 in Australia. Now, we're talking about the
That's huge.
purity of an iconic sports car, one of the most iconic sports cars in the world, is now being outsold by the non-purity of an electric car at Taycan. It is a sign of where things are going. And while people are still struggling for the purity, often purity means that the car's shit. I'm not saying that these are, of course, but when people talk about the purity of their Chimera, is it pure because that's the best they could do with the technology at the time, or should they make it better, which is a segue for RX-7 news, Martin?
RX-7 news. Coming at you, next episode out, we are diving deep
on that other
into
show.
The other show on Mighty Car Mods. Deep into my series 2 RX-7. And this is an interesting one from a purity point of view because we are changing it to a point, a small amount of changes to update it and make it better. But as we spoke about in the last episode where we drove it around, it's like if you could go back in time and say, hey, Mazda engineer, I've got this technology, what do you reckon? And that's how it works at manufacturers. Because Denso and all these other people who make this stuff come in and go, hello, we'd like to have a meeting. We have this range of ECUs or this range of technology, this range of diffs. Do you want to throw it in your Mazda? And Mazda goes, can we afford it? What do you reckon, boys? Yeah, let's do it. What do you reckon? Yeah, okay, let's go. And then next thing, the new Series 3 RX-7 has an LSD in it. Because the manufacturer made it, or they asked for it and then developed it. So anyway, last bit of car news to get off the Hyundais and under stuff that goes really fast is I'm going to get this wrong, it's the Peach GT, which is a German company. The Peach. I know.
Sorry, just to quickly segue, because this is legit. I went out for a drink last night, and there was a guy there who told me that he'd done the 3 Peaches, which, as you know, is that weird sex move.
Is it?
You told me about that.
I never told you
the 3
that.
Peaches.
I never. You're just making that up.
No, I'm not.
Don't be like that.
Anyway, he told me that he'd done the 3 Peaches, which was weird because he's already got a partner, right? Actually, so we should talk about this separately.
We should not talk about this at all.
Get back to that. I'll
Anyway, this is the Peach GT.
This is a true story.
It looks like a 2-door.
Looks like an S2000.
Porsche / S2000 / Tesla Model S all got together and did the 3-way Peach and ended up with this. Anyway, it's
the 3 Peaches.
It's got 3 150 kilowatt motors. It's got a 70 kilowatt hour battery, which is not that spectacular, really. But what they're claiming will change everything is you can charge this thing in minutes. So instead of charging at your normal, like your home charger for a Tesla might be like a 22 kilowatt charger. A supercharger might be 120 or 150 or whatever. They're talking about 900 kilowatts of charging without heating up the batteries too much that they explode, because the issue of trying to put that much current into a battery pack, it gets hot, it goes kablamo. But they reckon they've changed the technology and now it's coming all down to the batteries. They reckon they can put it in and it goes up by like 15 degrees.
Do you know where I reckon we're headed with this, Marty?
Water cooling.
There is a lot of talk about how long does it take to charge a battery, how long is this. I've seen, what's kind of a trending thing that seems to be at the moment is less talk about how long will it take to fill up my car or my device, but how much will I get for a burst? How much will I get for a burst of power? And so by that I mean, like the new Apple Watch, whatever, is like, you can charge it this much in short amount of time.
Yes, definitely.
The new, what's the other one? Earphones, like headphones and stuff like that. If you put it on for 5 minutes, you get 45 minutes worth of charge. So there's all these little like micro charges thing. And with cars as well, we're starting to see, it's like, well, how long does it take to charge it all night? But if you plug it in for an hour, you'll get this many Ks or this many miles. So I think we're going to start seeing more cars that have capacity to take on a lot of charge quickly that doesn't fill it but just lets you get around.
Definitely. And anyone who's played around with the remote control cars would know why. Those lithium-ion packs, which is all that's in your Tesla or your Peach anyway, is these little cells, right?
Yes.
And they're just working out how can we get current and reduce that amount of time without exploding stuff, which has always been the limit. So we're getting, I think, to the pointy end of refining those things rather than any big leaps and bounds in technology, because it's just not happening. People have been promising it for ages, saying, we're going to have this amazing battery made of carbon and graphite and it's going to do these things. It's not here yet. In the meantime, you're going to be able to have a sub 3 second 0 to 100 coupe thing that you can drive 500 Ks, you can charge in 5 minutes.
Wow.
Which a lot of people go, oh, okay. And you also got to put this in context of where we drove through Austria. That's where you're going to see this kind of stuff first. It's a German car.
Yes.
There's going to be a bunch of people, potentially older, wealthier people who are just like, yeah, cool, bring it on, let's go. I want something that's not like an American-made car, because some people just don't like that. There you go.
You get a pillow slip, right? So I didn't know this until recently either. And you don't actually use 3 Peaches. But the reason that it's called the 3 Peaches is because you get 2 Peaches only.
Yeah.
Right. Every week on the show.
Every week.
We look at strange laws around the world just to try and remind ourselves that the world is full of diverse and different things.
Humans are just making it up. Everyone's just making it up.
They're
They've
just
got no
making it
idea.
up.
They're making it up as they
So,
go.
Martin, do you like hands?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah,
And I know you like bicycles.
I do.
Would you like to ride a bicycle with your feet?
Well, I ride my
Pushing.
bicycle no hands sometimes.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
What do you mean?
No, you don't.
Why?
Because it's illegal, Martin.
Where?
It's illegal in Utah. Utah Code 416A112-2. A person operating a bicycle or moped shall keep at least one hand on the handlebars at all times.
That's discriminatory.
Why?
What if you've got no hands?
You're probably not riding a bike, man.
Why not? Why not? They can't. What if you've got no hands?
They can.
They can't.
They can.
They
It's
can't
Code
do
416A1112.
That's illegal. That's defamatory.
That's the law.
Is it?
That's their law, man. I gather that the reason. What if one of your wives would be holding the handlebars for you instead?
Do you know what? If I
Because
was
in
that
Utah,
person-
isn't it a multi-wife place?
If I was, God,
Isn't it?
no.
Yes, it is.
If I was that
Sorry,
person in
I'm
Utah,
pretty sure you can have
don't
lots of
Google.
wives.
Dude, people don't want you to Google stuff. If I was that person in Utah riding my bike and I had no hands and they tried to arrest me, I'd flip them the bird.
Utah, no longer a felony to have multiple wives.
Oh God.
It's true. They unanimously have moved to decriminalise polygamy.
It's about to be decriminalised in you. Fantastic. Let's talk
Under
about
the
it. Let's
current law,
talk about
polygamy
laws.
is allowed, but every member of the household must have both hands on the handlebar at the same time when doing the three peaches.
Okay, great. Can we move on? What's next?
What? This is interesting.
Next we're doing My Crap Car. It's one of my favourite sections. Let's do it. My Crap Car. My Crap Car is one of my favourite sections on the Unicorn circuit ever. He hasn't done this for ages and it's so freaking annoying because I can see him in my Perennium vision. It's really bloody
I
annoying.
hope you can't see me in your Perennium vision.
That's the vision from the side when you're not focusing on it.
That's periphery.
Oh.
Perennium vision, if you could see through your Perennium vision.
What?
What is
Anyway,
this?
we are
Be
going...
professional.
We're going to go and hang out with a dude called Enrique. Now, he has made a very detailed video, voiceover, the whole lot. Like the production is there.
probably
Now,
better than
he
this
sent us a video
rubbish.
that was like long, like real. So we've cut it down a
had to
little
cut
bit
it
just
down.
so this show doesn't go till the end of time. But anyway, check out. This is Enrique and his BMW i3.
Hello Unicorn Circuit, my name is Enrique and I want to present to you my crap car. It is a 2014 BMW i3 Rex, which Rex pretty much stands for range extender because this is a hybrid and I'm all the way from Phoenix, Arizona.
Hello Unicorn Circuit. Once again, I'm Enrique from Phoenix, Arizona in the US, and this is my crap car. It is a 2014 BMW i3 Rex. Rex is fancy for range extender, which makes my car sort of a hybrid, but not quite. Instead, my car is an electric car with a backup generator. BMW has two kinds of the i3, an all-electric version or the same electric version with a generator engine, and this is the version that I own. It has a 22 kilowatt hour battery plus a 600cc two-cylinder engine. The battery produces 170 horsepower and similar torque, but the engine only produces 34 horsepower. For the US version, the engine of the i3 will turn on by itself only when the battery goes down to 6% charge. The purpose of the engine is just to maintain the charge at 6% to keep the car running. Therefore, the engine turns on and off randomly. So why is this a crap car? I always try to say that it is not a crap car. But let me talk about the pros and cons about the car. Meanwhile, you're gonna see the places that I went to in one day to make this video. And you will see how I break into the secret menu in the car to do some burnouts and donuts. I think it's a good looking car, and I like driving it. It handles well, and it is rear wheel drive. It is electric, but I don't worry about the range anxiety because it has a backup generator. It has a compact design with a roomy interior for myself, but I can still ride comfortably with my wife and 2 daughters. It is practical, and it has enough range for me to drive without using the range extender. In fact, I can go about a month without using the range extender. Maintenance is not due for a whole year until 2022. A full tank of gas has a capacity of 1.5 gallons or around 5.6 liters. Also, charging the battery at home is relatively cheap. I bought it used, so I paid less than 25% of the cost when it was new. It sucks that I haven't modified the car, even after 2 years of ownership. BMW wanted to meet emission quotas, so because of California regulations, BMW decided to restrict the functions of the i3 for the US market. This means that I cannot control the gas power generator, so it turns on and off by itself only when the battery is almost dead. I have to plan my trips and I have to moderate my driving if I want to avoid using the range extender. With a regular house outlet, it takes 12 hours to charge the battery when it is empty. And because the back doors open backwards, it is hard to get out of the back seat when someone is parked next to my car. However, I can do almost anything in this vehicle that I would do in any other semi-compact vehicle, but most people won't take my car seriously. So just to show that my car is useful, I travel around the city in one day to record roughly 90% of the content of this video. I drove my car 114 miles in the city for 7 hours on a full charge and on a full tank of gas. But even then, most people won't take my car seriously. And thank you again for checking out my crap car.
So I don't know that that's actually a crap car. Like,
What a boss.
I just like that
And
he's
a lot
like
of work.
so into it. A lot of work into that video, taking us around for a drive, lots of interesting stuff to see. And it's like, it is electric, and I agree with you. It's an interesting old weird electric
Thank you
car.
so much for putting in all of that effort. Now, if you're watching this show right now and you're like, you know what, I got a crap car, I would like to film it, I want to see it on the internet, then you can send it to us at mycrapcar at theunicorncircuit.com. Have you got yourself a book yet? I'm dropping the thing down again.
Click the thing.
They will go. The last one of these that I saw on eBay went for $2,400.
Something
I think.
ridiculous.
Anyway, better than crypto. You'll make money.
Oh, God.
No,
you said
I'm
that
not
word.
guaranteeing that.
We should beat that word too. Next up is Tinfoil Hat Cat.
Every week in Tinfoil Hat Cat, Martin here discovers some kind of conspiracy which has been circulating around and then must be discussed so that we can enlighten it. Everything we say is for entertainment only.
Yeah.
There is nothing in what I'm about to say because of the brand that I'm about to mention is one of the biggest brands in the world. Everything I'm saying is opinion and for interest only.
Great. What? What's the conspiracy?
Here we go. Here's the conspiracy. I'm talking about cola. Let's just call it cola. What do you think the main ingredient of cola is?
Caramel.
What do you think the main ingredient of that is?
Sugar.
What other ingredients do you think are in there?
Potassium.
What other things?
Carbon dioxide.
Water.
Water.
Water. What other things?
Sugar. There's sugar or
Sugar.
stevia if you're drinking.
Yep.
Yep.
And what in that drink is a stimulant?
Caffeine.
Caffeine. What does caffeine do, people?
Whizzes you up.
And then what?
And then dumps you down.
Where?
Never gonna put me up. What? Where's it dump you down?
Perennium Vision.
Oh, it makes you do a dump.
Does
Caffeine.
it?
Oh, apparently caffeine makes you do a dump.
Yes.
I don't really drink much caffeine, so I don't know.
Yes.
What's the conspiracy?
Yep. So
What's the you've got me interested now. What's the
I
conspiracy?
hope you're interested. So caffeine is a diuretic, which means it makes you wee.
Does it have to do blood tests? What?
No. Caffeine makes you wee, and apparently, because we don't drink it, it also makes you
Two.
toot.
Makes you number
Makes you
two.
do a number one
Number
and
two.
a number two. Some people are number three. I don't know. Anyway, Why is there so much sugar in
I
it,
just
Martin?
remembered the number 3 thing. Oh, it's been a long
And I
time.
can tell you that a number 3 is not a number 1 and 2 at the same time.
No. We're not talking about number 3.
Why is there so much sugar in it?
In caffeine, carbonated drinks?
Yes.
Because it probably tastes like arse if there's not enough sugar in it.
Yes, but why?
Why is there so much sugar?
Yeah.
Because sugar's as addictive as cocaine.
No.
Yes.
The reason there's so much sugar in it is sugar is masking the taste of salt.
Oh.
The drink is actually a can of salt.
Ooh.
And it tastes so salty that what happens is you get a diuretic and you get salt. What happens, Martin?
Well, they've got to do more blood tests, probably.
You get thirsty, Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Super thirsty. You got to smash another one. Hello, vicious cycle.
And you just doubled your sale, 2 for 1.
There are around 10 grams per 100 mils, which I like how they say per 100 mils. No one else goes.
Of sugar?
Yeah.
I thought it was 4 grams.
No, because if you look at the back, it's like 10% sugar or 12% or whatever.
No, you're
but
right.
no one else goes, a packet of chips that's 50 grams, there's this much fat per 3 grams. We don't care 100 mil. We want to know how much is in the whole thing. Anyway, a substantial portion of that also is in salt, which is both in the caramelization, but also in the drink, because then you get the salt, you get the coffee, out you dump. Man, I'm thirsty. I better have some more. That's the conspiracy.
Good. Next up is...
What? Are we
What?
going to discuss it?
Do you want to discuss
Do you think
it?
that's true?
I don't know.
If you, next time, here's what people need to do. I don't like telling people what to do.
That's weird.
But you
Hang
need
on.
to do this.
Hang on. Oh,
Start
sorry, it's
having
the
a look.
lawyers from that company that makes the drinks.
Yes.
They said, shut the up. The lawyer literally just said, can you stop talking?
Okay.
Because they're obviously listening.
Okay.
That's the conspiracy.
Well, I don't actually know if it is a...
No, he said, shut the up.
Okay. I don't know
Are you
if
still talking?
I'm not about that.
Is he? He's good. Yeah, you're good.
Check that don't.
I'm not doing anything. The lawyer's doing it.
I'll throw your lawyer out the window in a minute.
That's not even legal.
Check the back of the products that you consume and have a look. Have a look at the back of your soft drink and see. It might not say salt, it might say sodium.
Because that soft
drink. It
drink.
might say something else.
That soft drink is going to be checking out your periphery on the way out.
Yeah, that soft drink. There it is. Have a look. And next time you eat something, have a look and see what's in it.
Can we move on to the most mature and adult and just best part of this entire show?
Perennium of the week. Every week on the show we do some Fanking, which is the creative and delightful art of recontextualizing a photo by taking a photo of it down near your crotch. Boom, here we go, bang, the baby makeup.
Oh, whoa.
Look at that, he's just gone straight in.
That's one of the biggest
A few
thanks I've
people
ever
have done
seen.
some incredible thanks. One guy's on the ground,
Is
which
he
is
wearing
pretty
Crocs?
amazing. Martin here, this person stuck some
Ape
things
and
over top.
man juice.
It's ape and man juice combined. Depending on what you believe in, is there a difference?
Well done.
All right, Martin. Head the icky, sticky, hairy, scary, gross out game.
Icky, sticky, hairy, scary. Been called worse.
That's a sex pro. There you go. Gets money for it. Boom. What's this one? Cockroaches. With a car key. That's clever. Good job to you.
A Honda key.
Deep jerk.
Love
It
jerk.
jerks 8 feet. No, this guy's on the ground because...
Oh, he's fanking the bus. Creative.
King Long.
Oh man, I've missed
That is
fanking.
amazing.
We haven't
missed
done
it. We
fanking
haven't
for
done
at
it
least
for
a week.
For a week.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's great.
Bone the boss.
Bad idea.
Good job.
Hang on. He said don't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the boss?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's not you.
Magic root.
L'Oreal.
We've all...
Okay.
No, we haven't. 3 peaches. Martin, bone wax.
Wow.
And that person, look at their stance. Like they're really...
Yeah, they're getting into it.
Really
And they're in a
good,
kitchen or a
aren't
bathroom.
we? Major.
Major dick blend.
Yeah, okay. Good job. The big one. There it
It
is.
is.
But I like the background. Meow.
Meow.
All right, beaver
Beaver
cream. What does beaver cream do? We don't have beavers in Australia. We've got, what do we have? Skipmonks, which are ibises. Skipmonks is a bird that goes through skip bins. We call them skipmonks.
Skipmonks, yeah, I call them bin chickens.
Yeah, I just invented
The
that
best
now.
word from is dump chooks.
Yeah,
Or
no.
tip turkeys.
Or vomit birds, because they eat vomit. On a
Birds,
Sunday
they
morning, the ibis that we have here go around and eat all the vomit of the people that have been out drinking passion pop the night before. Balls deep.
Balls deep hat.
Stretch for comfort.
Sure.
Doesn't make sense. Mixed nut shot.
What is that?
I don't know. There's a butt connector kit.
I like butt connectors.
See that thing?
I like butt connectors.
Do you?
Yeah.
Morning fresh.
For sure.
Better than evening dank. Stretchy banana. There it is.
What
They're getting into
for?
it. Oh, what do you use
I
it
don't
for?
know. Just next.
Clark's organ
Organ
syrup.
Oh wow.
See, says. No, I'm going to be more urine. Why? See, what was that before? And that says urine on it.
It's for cleaning up pet grot.
Is it though?
Yep.
Is it?
Maybe.
Hot nuts flare. Flare? I think that says flare. Don't know
know
what that
what
means.
it
Oh.
Oh.
That's a horny rep. That's upside down, so I can't read it. It says horny. Well done.
Nice.
Good job. We're almost there. Classic cough. Look at that.
Classic.
You can't beat it. That actually looks pretty good, that thing. Oh, it's
Well,
coconut.
thanks.
It's a coconut cake.
I'd eat it.
It's from Pepper Ridge Farm.
I'd eat it.
That's not Australian.
No.
I've never heard of Pepper
America,
Ridge Farm.
for sure.
Barry Wang. Is that Barry or Darry? I think that's Barry Wang. Don't know what it is, but good job. All right, we're almost there, Martin. The three-finger jack. Good
I feel
job.
like alcohol's been getting a bit more like fanky lately.
Well, people
over
have
the
been,
years.
you know.
Have we got Fank of the Week?
That's a drum roll for new viewers. There are no new viewers.
There's
on
no
there.
new viewers. It's old viewers putting up with
Our
this
favourite
rubbish.
viewers. All right, Fank of the Week. Boom! Mega tip.
Wow.
Look at that. His shoes are off. He's ready to go. Good
It
job.
must be time for Mailbag. We're going to mail some bag.
Bags of mail. Let's get into it, Martin.
We
You
got
take
to
that.
do the thing.
Oh, I thought you just did it.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Mailbag. It's time for Mailbag. See, you got to run the thing, man. It's legit. It makes this legit.
Welcome to Mailbag. We open stuff you sent us. Take that. Take this. Let's get through it quickly. Please don't
From Hugo Weaving.
open on camera.
Hi, Marty and
I'm
Moog.
going to respect that.
Love your show. I send you a couple of illustrations from my, I can't read that word. Oh, two favourite projects. Mirror and the Mini. Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, that's cool.
That's sick.
That's unreal.
Oh, I love
Thank you very much.
Like custom drawn stuff. And there's a moto compo on the back. That's awesome. You need a shout out, dude. What's your shout out? 10 or 15. TEN or 15 on Instagram. Good on you, Hugo. That's amazing. Love it. There's moto compo stickers. That's like my favourite stuff to get ever. Oh, dude,
Martin,
did you get food?
All right, we've got a
doing-
couple of things here. This one is... All right. Dear Marty and Moog, I'm a long-time fan of the show. Keep up the good work and work on all the cool projects. I hope you guys make it to the UK someday for a visit.
That'd be
and
great.
some car fun from Simon. Simon, thank you very much. Oh, you like orange and chocolate?
do.
Martin, have a bonus one. Just crack on to that. Raisin and biscuit. I'm doing raisin and biscuit.
I'm doing orange
that
chocolate.
sounds
I'm into it.
great.
Some people are not into it.
Raisin and biscuit. That's delicious.
Oh, bloody brilliant.
Thanks, Simon.
Thank you.
And Simon's also sent...
What is that?
uh,
I don't know what it is.
chocolate caramel.
Ah,
Thank you. And
oh, Tic
lime and
Tacs.
orange Tic Tacs
What card
Thank
did
you
you pull
very
Tic
much.
Tacs out of lately?
and fresh mint. Thank you very much.
Hey.
Simon,
That's awesome.
lovely of you.
Are we random meat bagging? Let's random meat
Is that
bag,
it?
dude. Yeah, we're going to
What
random meat
about this
bag.
post that said don't open on camera?
We're not going to open it on camera.
Can I open it under camera?
Yeah.
Tell everyone the story, Martin.
Tell everyone a story. The other day, I was driving my RX-7 and it conked out on the freeway. That's it. That's all that happened. So I decided to fix it. And so we did. We are fixing it as we speak.
All right. Thank you very much.
That's technically off camera.
And what is that?
Not very interesting for everyone else though. We're going to move on to random eat bag.
All right, everybody, expand your brain by expanding your mouth.
What do you
We have
got?
a thing, I don't know what it is. It's got a picture of a capsicum and a
Is
picture
it a
of a
capsicum
basil
or a
leaf.
chili?
Martin, you eat that. Looks like a burger ring, but tastier.
Oh, it
Thank you
smells
very
fishy.
much.
That's fishy, isn't it?
It's not only is it not fishy, I would say that would be one of the best chips you've ever had in your life.
Oh,
It's barbecuey.
no.
It's barbecue.
Oh, and it's like a little hint of sweetness too.
Oh,
What is that?
can anyone
is off
translate
its
that and
face.
tell us what it is? That is amazing. That is the show for another week. Thank you very much for watching.
Yum.
Please support us with a book if you can. We'll leave a link in the description and as the comment. Thank you very much. We're going to be working on the RX-7, and then after that, I'm bringing the car in.
Bringing back an old one,
Something you know and love.
a mad one.
I'm pulling the engine out.
Oh yeah,
It's going to
good.
be good.
Bye everybody.
Bye.